Yo, what's going on, guys? Parker here, and I'm back with another video. And your boy was right. Your boy was right. I told you guys that the Celtics were going to get it done tonight and win tonight. And like I said, I'm rooting for the Heat in this series. I just had a good feeling, a gut feeling that the Celtics were going to win tonight. And I called it. I made the video earlier, a breakdown of how they were going to win. And Coach Mazzulla must have been listening because he listened to a lot of things that I said in that video. He really did. He did a lot of the things I talked about that the Celtics need to adjust on, and clearly he was listening to Fields Focus's YouTube channel. So if Coach Mazzulla is listening, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel down below as we are almost at 2,500 subscribers. We are only 9 subscribers away, so please, guys, really would appreciate that, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up and be on the lookout later today for my MLB Prize Picks plays for the day, guys. So I'm gonna have that out for all you gambling fans out there, because my fans, of course, are sports gambling fans. That's where the content drives from. But I'm trying to get a little bit of both now that the NBA season's coming to an end. There's not as much to talk about NBA Prize Picks wise, so I want to get a little NBA breakdowns for you guys. And if you're new to the channel, coming just for the basketball side of things, please subscribe, as we're going to be talking about breakdowns after every single one of these games. So, yeah, let's get right into what happened tonight in this Heat-Celtics game. So, for one, I talked a lot about how the Heat had to do one of two things. Or not the Heat. The Celtics had to do one of two things. They had to either hard hedge Jimmy Butler and then get back to shooters to cut off the passing lanes, or they had to completely double and just hope shooters missed. They did the hedge, which was the perfect game plan. But I said they had to get out of the full drop coverage, and the hedge worked. Like I said, the Heat shot 25% from three tonight. There were not many passing lanes for Jimmy Butler to go to at all. If you watch that fourth quarter closely, Jimmy Butler got down to the paint multiple times, and that's where Jimmy's really good, getting to that paint, finding a spot, and then kicking to a shooter like Strus, Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent, somebody like that. But the Celtics just didn't let him. They swarmed him, and Jimmy Butler got blocked on like 2 or 3 shots in the fourth quarter, between Jaylen Brown, between Al Horford. They all were blocking his shots because he just had nowhere to go with the ball. And it was really impressive how swarming the Celtics defense was in terms of not letting Jimmy Butler even get passes off. That was really impressive to me, and I didn't expect to see something like that from the Celtics defense. However, they proved me wrong, and they played swarming defense throughout that game. So I was really impressed with the Celtics defense tonight. Really made things difficult for Jimmy Butler. Didn't let the Heat shooters find a rhythm at all. I believe they were 8 for 25 for 3, or from 3 for the game. Maybe it was 8 from 30. I think 8 from 30. I think it was 8 for 30 actually. But yeah, they just didn't let those Heat shooters get any good looks. Duncan Robinson, 3 or 4 looks down the stretch were just awful looks. Like, didn't really get any room to breathe for the Heat shooters. And that's why the Heat shot so bad from 3, honestly. And they kind of just dared Jimmy to shoot from 3, which I don't mind. I like that strategy rather than, guarding him kind of up close, kind of not, and just letting Jimmy get into that pull-up and that drop coverage, because we know Jimmy's money from that pull-up. However, from 3, Jimmy is much less money. So I kind of like that strategy, just daring him to be a three-point shooter and being like, you know what, if you go 8 for 12 from 3, we lose the game. It is what it is. I really like that strategy from the Celtics. Mazzulla had some balls with this game plan, and he listened to me clearly, because I said a lot of these things today. So the Celtics defense, that's why I got to say on that, and that was really impressive from them. Secondly, I talked a lot about how the Celtics had to move the ball. Less Tatum ISO, less Jaylen Brown ISO, and more ball movement. If you watch the second half of that game, that ball was swinging. Tatum, yes, obviously had a dominant second half. However, that was not all from him. The guy had 8 assists for the game, I believe. He was finding Marcus Smart for 3 after 3. He found Marcus Smart on a cut to the rim. Al Horford was facilitating to Tatum and Brown. Al Horford had like 3 assists in the first 4 minutes of the second half. The Celtics were really impressive moving the ball tonight, and that's what they needed to do. I mean, like I talked about, the Celtics are the more talented team in this series, and there's no doubt about it. They have more weapons on offense. There's no arguing that. And if they move the ball, share the ball, they're going to be tough to beat for the Heat. And that's why I think it's going to be a struggle for the Heat to close this team out, because they're just more talented, straight up. But Jimmy Butler's just a damn dog, and there's no basketball science towards it. There's no basketball stats. There's no basketball philosophy. Jimmy Butler is just a dog, straight up. That's why this team was up 3-0. That guy's a dog, and he puts that in mentality in the rest of his team, and that's just what happens with them. But it's going to be tough for the Heat to close this team out. I expect the Celtics, to win game 5. I really do. In Boston, it's going to be a tough game. Now, game 6, I'll have to see how game 5 goes and see how convincingly the Celtics win if they win. But I'll get back to you on that one. But I mean, early look, I'm probably going to take the Celtics. I'll have a video, though, breaking that down. But 18 threes made, 40% from three. And a lot of those were wide open looks off like 3-4 passes in a row, swinging it across the ball or swinging it across the court. It really felt like I was watching 2014 Spurs tonight. Like, seriously, at some points, that's how the Celtics can be when they play dominant. However, we've seen the Celtics look like absolute shit, too. They've looked horrible at moments during this series. And that's really been the frustrating thing. If you're a Celtics fan out there, let me know, because that would piss me off. Like, my team, LeBron, I'm a LeBron fan. He got eliminated last night, and I was in absolute shambles. And watching a Celtics team has to be very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. And if you guys can build on this, I mean, the Celtics definitely could take this and, be the first team to come back. You never know, but you got to take it one game at a time. They've looked really good tonight in that second half. If they can build on that, they're going to be tough to beat, and they're going to be a tough out for the Heat. But that was my video breaking down game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. If you guys did enjoy this video, like I said, please subscribe to the channel down below. We are 9 subscribers away from 2,500 subscribers, so I really would appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel down below, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up, as that helps me out a ton and helps this channel grow a ton as well. And then lastly, if you guys would like to support the channel and support your boy, go ahead and hop on over to Thrive Fantasy and use code FF23. Thrive Fantasy is running free squares throughout the entire NBA playoffs, and Thrive Fantasy matches your first deposit up to $250. Nobody's doing it like Thrive. The link to that is down below in the description, and I really would appreciate you guys going and checking that out for me. But without further ado, I will see you all in the next one. See you guys.